we're a very weird culture because we have an endless amount of energy to talk about almost everything. But when it comes to the core issues and the ones that just affect everything, such as family or such as diet, we have, we just went through an election. We talked about everything, but no one ever talked about diet or family or any of this stuff.
Now you have kids with type 2 diabetes. You have fatty liver disease. You have sleep apnea. None of this stuff existed before. And if you think it's just old people using this, it's getting younger and younger and younger.
It's an epidemic, and it's one of those things like, hey, powers that be, hey, folks in charge, this is going to break the bank.
How do people scream all day about Medicare and this doesn't come up?
Never comes up.
Because it's not sexy.
Voted.
It doesn't work.
No, you want votes? Telling people like hard news, like, hey, Mom, you're poisoning your kid. Get your shit together. No votes for you.
The current recommendations, it started in the late 60s in response to a documentary that aired on CBS News called Hunger in America.
This spring, a private agency, the Citizens Board of Inquiry, released an exhaustive report claiming that serious hunger exists many places in the United States. Out of a total population of 200 million, the report states, 30 million Americans are impoverished, with family income below $3,000 a year. 5 million of these people are helped by 2 existing federal food programs. Now, a new figure must be added. Of the 30 million who are impoverished, 10 million Americans, whether or not they are reached by federal aid, are hungry. The federal food program might be better administered by the Department of Health, Education, and Welfare, or by a special commission whose only concern would be to see that hungry Americans are fed.
This leads right to 1968 in the McGovern Committee. Public calls to address the issue of hunger had been building ever since Robert F. Kennedy had toured the devastated slums of Mississippi.
It's obviously as great a poverty as we've had, and they're going to lead a very difficult, unhappy life through the rest of their existence.
But it was George McGovern, the senator from South Dakota, who would head a committee that started in 1968. Privy to the poverty that the nation was now aware of, the former director of Food for Peace in JFK's administration was intent on bringing change that would eventually affect all of us.
It's always bothered me to see hungry people in the world. I like to eat.
If we are to save ourselves in this country, it seems to me that a radical restructuring of our policies and priorities is absolutely necessary.
There is nothing more to say, really. Senator Kennedy died at 1:44 this evening.
We've got to draw the line at violence, so I have mixed emotions. I'm supporting the president as he tries to bring this war to a close.
It was quite sad, really, to break up with the Beals, because to see it just fall apart was sad.
We have a mystery story out of Washington. 5 people have been arrested and charged with breaking into the headquarters of the Democratic National Committee in the middle of the night.
When you think of 1972, 1973, we're still in Vietnam. It's not a popular war. Then 1972 comes around and we have Watergate.
People have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook.
People were just in a haze about diet. No one was really paying attention to this McGovern Committee. We had bigger problems. This complacency at the time is what allowed these health myths to seep in.
As you know, I represent all sorts of delicious things. Greasy bacon, potato chips, French fried potatoes, fatty meat, and gobs of butter on everything. As you know, us fat separately are just little guys. But put us all together, and what do you have?
You have millions of calories, that's what. I have to store those calories as fat, and I can't take it anymore. I'm getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
And the bigger he gets, the harder us heart cells have to work. Mr. Fat, you're a real killer.